Hi, and welcome to the third destination of our French road trip, and it's another one-night stopover, and we're at Sisteron. Sisteron is known as the gateway to Provence, and today's journey has been an interesting 295 miles, with the autoroute up to and just beyond Grenoble, and then D roads for the last 60 miles. We've stopped twice to recharge, although the second one just outside Sisteron is in prep for tomorrow's journey. We arrive at Sisteron at around 3 PM after leaving Semur-en-Auxois at around 8 AM. Anyway, I think it's now time to explore Sisteron. So what made us choose Sisteron? Well, it starts with the Rocher de la Baume. This amazing limestone cliff featured in a short video advertisement for the Polestar 2, the car that we're using for this trip. And when I saw it, I thought, wow, I have to head here. Anyway, Sisteron sits on the River Durance, and what makes it perfect is its size. It's small enough to get a taste of in an afternoon, but leave you wanting more, and large enough to offer you a selection of places to eat and drink. Of course, you could spend longer here, as I think we'll see. As I mentioned, we're at the gateway to Provence. We're at the western reach of the Alps, and this valley provided you with a route south into Provence. We've headed this way south a number of times, but taking the A51 you miss this entirely, with a tunnel passing through this amazing feature. Being of such strategic importance, it won't surprise you there's a citadel you can visit. It began in the 12th century. What you see today is a greatly reinforced fortification from the 16th century, and it gives you amazing views over the landscape, including the River Durance, which rises in the Alps close to the Italian border before meeting the Rhone near Avignon. Whilst we continue to take a look around, just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this, then why not give us a like, and if you enjoy my style of video, then why not subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our further travels around France and a closer look at home in the UK. Yeah, I have to admit this is all rather dramatic, and if you're more adventurous than me, then you can also climb the Rocher de la Baume, maybe in my younger years. But now I'm happy just heading off to discover the old quarter of Sisteron, and if you do, you could take Sisteron's Dotto train, or to give it its proper name, Le Petit Train de la Citadel, which takes around 20 minutes, but for us it has to be on foot. And there's nothing better than the quiet little lanes of the older quarter. Sisteron has a population of around 7,000, and as you saw, it gets enough visitors to warrant a little train. But on this day in early September, we're past the peak season now, it just seems perfect, very natural. And almost to prove a point, we stumble across a group playing pétanque. This is not a show, this is life in the late afternoon in this part of the world. It's still also French, but a little different. And as we make our way to the town centre, let's talk about regionality. Like the UK, it's very important, and by taking it all in, you get to appreciate those differences. A regional speciality here is the lamb, the Agneau de Sisteron, so that's something to look out for. And although Sisteron is not at the heart of a wine producing region, you can find wines from Haute Provence that will be lighter than those further in the south. That's why we love a road trip, the chance to discover or rediscover places and tastes we love. I suppose we need to mention the Tom and Jerry moment, although cat and dog or chat and chien. It's the same outcome as the cartoons though. Everyone got away unscathed. Anyway, back to our tour of Sisteron, and at its heart it's not that big. Actually a really nice size for our needs, and we love exploring these medieval lanes. As we make our way to the next point of interest, the Tour de l'Horloge, or the clock tower. Actually, the clock tower is a 15th century addition to the 14th century arch, which acted as a defensive gateway to the heavily fortified medieval town of Sisteron. Our next destination is the town hall, which also has the tourist office inside. As you can see, it's a little busier in this part of town. Remember, we're at the gateway to Provence, and those not using the autoroute are flowing through the town. That doesn't really matter because you can still enjoy Sisteron's wonderful medieval towers, all part of that defensive ring around the town, set against that oh so impressive backdrop. So I guess it surprises me why so many pass it by, and I include ourselves in that list. And why did it take an EV commercial for us to discover it? Yes, this 2,000 mile plus trip was completed in an EV, without a hitch, at a cost of 12p per mile. There will be more of that as part of this playlist. Anyway, the medieval towers are beautifully maintained and provide a wonderful Instagrammable moment. So with that shot in the bag, it's time to move on to Sisteron's Cathedral, better known as the Cathedral Notre-Dame-des-Pommiers. Let's step inside. The interior is relatively simple and atmospheric, with round Romanesque arches and sturdy stone columns supporting the structure. The restrained decoration reflects the Romanesque style, where architectural form takes precedence over elaborate ornamentation. Construction of the cathedral began in around 1160, and it served as the seat of the bishops of Sisteron for centuries, reflecting the town's regional importance during the Middle Ages. Its name, Notre-Dame-des-Pommiers, or Our Lady of the Apple Trees, is believed to reference the orchards that once surrounded the church in earlier centuries. Back outside, and it's time to explore a little more of the town. As I said, it's bustling, and we're going to soak up some French culture, enjoy a bar, and it turns out there's one serving local beers. Perfect! And we're surrounded by French accents, which is just marvellous. That doesn't mean we're not offered an English menu at the brasserie we eat at tonight. As usual, we stick with French, but sneak in an English one to help us along. Sisteron feels nice, welcoming, and when we reflect back on our stay, we've had a great time. We're heading along the largely pedestrianised Rue Droit before joining Rue Saunière. We're away from the motorised bustle, and again you feel like you're in a real town, not a tourist hotspot, and I think that's just perfect. Our ramblings have brought us back to the base of the Citadel and the Rocher de la Baume, which we'll pick up tomorrow morning as we head off to the next leg of this road trip. So tomorrow's journey from Sisteron to Antibes is just 118 miles. Let's zoom in to take a better look. We will explore some stunning scenery through Provence as we make our way to the Côte d'Azur, or the French Riviera. So if you don't want to miss our look at Antibes and our journey to it, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy travels.